All right. Good morning, brothers and sisters, and welcome back to the UK live. It is 2:30 a.m. Eastern now, 18th of January, and let's get started off with the new protocol that we started yesterday in the New York session, where we will be touching up at least 3 to 4 instruments. In this session, I plan to discuss different time frames, starting daily chart for the euro, gold, uh, the dollar index, and Bitcoin. So let's get started with analyzing different time frames and the trade setups. All right. Since yesterday we have traded at least twice intraday uh, for the euro and the dollar index. Be prepared to sell again on rallies intraday for the euro and the dollar index on the long side and the short side respectively. All right, so let's get started off, and a warm welcome to those who are watching this for the first time. These sessions, UK and the New York live, will now continue to hold on for about 30 to 40 minutes maximum. All right. I might not do these sub waves. We've done this yesterday itself. We're just concerned about the major wave counts now. Things are moving as per schedule, at least till now, and let's see how the counts are showing up on these smaller time frames, precisely because the larger time frames counts do not change sorry, that was wave 1. Let me compress. Okay. I can record these sessions and then upload, but doing it live has its own advantage, and I've been doing this since long, so this is how I like it, and I hope if you are tuning in live, it makes a lot of sense as well. So we've got primary wave 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to put a question mark here. We are still not very sure if the fifth wave is terminated or not. Right. Keeping this view open, what we can plot is the ending diagonal structure, might have done 3 waves, and we are looking for wave 4 to terminate lower now. All right. Okay. As I said, one more major probable wave count is that euro might have bottomed out at 1.0350, and it has already begun a new trend. I mean, it's already 5 waves now, so it's either a part of an expanded flat or it's beginning a new trend, 5 waves rally. At least we can expect a 3-wave corrective drop, which will kind of bring us to the 1.1 levels. All right. We are going to mix the counts, the Fibonacci ratios, the trend lines, support and resistance, everything that we've discussed on the other side, the education sessions till now, and I'm in the process of adding a number of how to kind of educational sessions over this week and the next weekend. for many college going students. I'm going to prepare locally in India a lot of how to do education sessions, and you can tune in either live or watch the recordings later at your convenient time. Uh, those will be for about 45 minutes. Each video will be about 45 to 60 minutes. All right. So that's a major support. 1.15. I'm personally targeting 1.15, and to be very truthful to the way that I'm trading personally, short twice now, and I plan to sell on each pullback and rally. All right, that's for a long-term kind of a trader or a swing trading style. If you are wanting to churn, then kindly watch out for all the short-term telegram messages where we are making a quick 50-60 points of profits and then again selling on rallies. But bottom line, be short in the euro and also look to sell on rallies at least towards the 1900 handle. You never know, wave 4 might be terminating there and there could be a fifth wave rally. But we are in a process to just find out whether we are going to make one more high or it is going to go straight away towards 1.15. All right. Another strong evidence which is proving or helping determine the at least the medium term or very short term outlook is the RSI, which has reversed from 70 plus kind of levels and bearish divergence in view here. Alright, so that's the daily chart. Let's go back on the 4 hour. 4 hour chart is not changed much from yesterday. But if we touch base with the counts on the hourly chart, it is better. Okay, let's consider this as a top 1.2323. Okay, and then let's try and label probable wave count or output. We got the first wave, and then we got wave 2, now we got waves 1 of 3, waves 2 of 3. So in short, we're kind of in the third wave, and if the wave counts are done in the right manner, we are looking for the third wave to terminate or somewhere around here. This is just the direction. We're not in the Fibonacci ratios, but 3, 4 and 5 should be looking lower for a termination of the third wave of one higher degree. Alright, let's do the trend line now. A short term, there's only one wave, so we cannot claim that it's already resumed a downtrend or something like that. It's just a one wave, A, B, C, D, very conventional way to deal with it. But at least we can draw a trend line now. This could be a major outer trend line or intermediary trend line, and until the time prices remain into the sell zone of this trend line, it may help us determine a few good trade setups on the short side, right? So where does it nullify? Let's find out where the prices would converge. 2260 is the trend line if prices rally from here. So any push above or consistent push above the 2260 levels into the resistance 2287. I think this bearish view would then get nullified, at least for a short time. All right, but for now, let's ride, or let's remain on the short side while waves unfold on towards the 2000 levels. All right, so if the labeling is done, I think wave 3 actually of the higher degree could terminate somewhere around the 1983 kind of levels, right? And then could be wave 4 and wave 5, bringing us very close to the 1900 handle. So if it is wave 4 at a larger degree, remember daily chart, then it will be an 1, 2 and 3, or ABC kind of a drop. As an alternate, we can plot here to be your A or B, and then or C. All right. We will take a review around the 1900 handle. If it is bouncing out from that point, we will change our trading style from there. At least for now, kindly remain on the short side with a stop above this high 1.2323. All right, let's move on to the dollar index now. Pretty much similar views over here. Absolutely on the opposite side, but quick wave labels. Is 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and again a question mark here. Could be wave 5 or maybe one more leg lower, and then it would be wave 5. Trend line as discussed in the Euro USD chart. If you are looking at the dollar index chart, and if it is a new trend that has resumed from 10380, potentially if it has completed 5 waves, then the most probable wave count from here would be an ABC rally materializing or pushing towards the 97-98 handle. All right, this is the probable or the projected wave count. 5 down, a 3 wave rally, ABC potentially pushing us towards or taking prices towards 98.50. This is what the larger picture, the first glance is actually proving out to be a 3 waves rally, capital A, B and C. Another point which is adding to our confidence, or which is the RSI. It is not yet gone below the previous low, or I mean it's just rising from that point. RSI back to 32 levels now, so not a great bullish divergence, but yes, it's absolutely flat with one more low that got printed around the 90-20 levels. All right, so that's the daily chart. The bigger picture says that it's a good idea to remain long and go and buy again on dips. So we're kind of churning euro USD on the short side, selling every rally, and then trying to take 50 60 pips. And similarly, we are trying to churn a dollar index, buying on each intraday kind of dips and churning for about 30 40 points. We've done about two cycles till now. If you're a short term kind of a trader, watch out for the telegram messages for this churning. All right. Okay, now the hourly chart, if we there's only one wave actually. It's unlike what Euro USD is doing. There is not much to be discussed since last 12 hours or so. There's been a small low at 90.18, rallying all the way towards the 91 handle, taking off immediate resistance around the 90.82. Alright, so that's just the first boundary, the major boundary which is being worked upon right now. Slight retracement. I mean, it's not even done a 38.2% retracement, and it's kind of picking up right now. So you never know, bullish momentum can take prices at least. See, it's not even 38.2%. So maybe short-term traders might have just missed on the third entry point, which was supposedly given at 90 60 50 levels again. No problems. You might want to wait for a bit more time, especially short-term traders. As far as the long-term and mid-term traders are concerned, you can remain long with a soft target at the first resistance somewhere around the 92.70 mark. Please remember that could be wave 4 within the proposed last fifth wave. I mean, if the fifth wave is not terminating here, then there would be one more push towards the 92.70 80 handle, which could be wave 4 of one lesser degree and then a drop lower below the 90.20 mark. And this is what is expected. In short, the story remains or should remain in hands of bulls at least towards the 92.60-70 mark. So, trading point of view, please remain long, and if you are a short-term trader, took profits on the last message, then wait for, have your limit orders placed around the 90.60-50 levels. Stop remains just below 1920, somewhere around 90 mark. So this is what we are trading in the dollar index. Let's go back on the metal. Now the first step in the metal was hit last night when it printed lows around the 1324 mark. Alright, so if we do a quick labeling on the daily chart, I think that was wave B on a higher time frame within the triangle structure, followed by wave C, and then wave D terminating slightly short of the proposed 1200 mark. It's too early to determine that wave E has terminated, but high probabilities remain for this wave count to be true. Bottom line, we need to stay below 1357 levels. That's the bottom line. Any push or break above the 1357 mark would I don't claim, or the charts don't suggest that it's going to be a new bull trend if it breaks above 1357, but yes, intermediary bears would be disappointed. It would want to go and test the 1400 handle, maybe not just the 1400, a little more than that, before collapsing lower into the last leg. All right, that is what is the daily chart looking like. So this is what we are talking about. Earlier on we were expecting gold to push a WXY kind of a wave format, which could easily extend towards the 1400 or maybe the 1430. It could be anywhere if we do a retracement of the previous leg. There we are. The 38.2% was almost touched while the 1375 mark. And then if it was a WXY, it could be 1484 or just about the 1400 handle, completing the WXY and then drop lower. Okay, anyways, we are expecting a drop lower because of the larger picture is indicating a clear story. The drop from the 1900 mark unfolded into 5 waves, uh, and the current, I would say, rally or a consolidation now, because if you watch the movement from 2015 levels, it is definitely a consolidated state now. So till the time, right now we are ruling out sorry, the possibility of a WXY. A more probable triangle scenario is prominent right now. This comes with experience. I mean, an ABC, I was thinking only on one side, an ABC, but a lot of hit and run cases where you don't understand what's happening on the charts. Okay, so the triangle view uh, stays good till the time prices stay below 1357 mark, and if this is going to remain, I mean, today's and tomorrow's close, Friday close below 1320, 1310 is the next projected target actually. Then it would be an engulfing bearish on a weekly chart, which implies a lot. Alright, so that was daily and the weeklies, and we might have to go back. 4 hourlies are not great, hourlies are good actually, short term view. And don't be surprised, it could still be an ABC correction. But as far as the prices are concerned, I would if we start counting from here, let's say this is 1 or A, and then there was a corrective 3 waves rally, it could be a 2 or B. This is how we start speculating on the wave counts. And we might be into the third wave now. Out of that, we've got waves 1, 2, could be 3, 4, and one more push lower somewhere around here. That could be wave 3 or C. As far as the Fibonacci extensions are concerned, I think that should be pushing lower towards 1310. Let's find out. Yeah, a third wave could go a bit more lower actually, somewhere here. I don't know if this is what is being done properly. Then I think the third wave should find support or termination point around the 1310 mark. Alright, this region now is all resistance. I mean 1332, 1334. So any intraday rallies through those levels should be utilized as good trading opportunities on the short side. I'm just doing this short term resistance trend line. So the vicinity between 1330 and 13, maybe precisely 34, 35 is a good place to go short again. And resistance remains, at least for now, interim resistance remains around the 1344. But if you want to place your stop loss, should be above 1357 kind of levels. Alright, so that was the trading point of view for gold. Selling on rallies still looking good on cards. And if wave E that we projected is correct, let's go back on the daily chart. Then yes, 13A, 1310 kind of levels are to be hit in the next 24, 48 hours. Kind of confirming that okay, we are heading south, and then a meaningful pullback into the 1320 handle again before it reverses. So watch out for 13.8, 13.10 kind of levels dropping straight from here before some kind of a meaningful pullback occurs in the gold, in the metal, sorry. Alright, so as far as the currencies and the metals are concerned, we are short euro, short gold, and long the dollar index. And watch out for the intraday trade calls. I think euro just made a, sorry, not a new high, but we have just issued a telegram message. Watch out for that. 20, 40 is a good place to go short again for short-term kind of a trading. Alright, next is Bitcoin. Quite a few days that we've not analyzed, and what a way to open up after hitting 17,000 mark. I mean, we were one of the few who predicted short Bitcoin when everyone was going long, and I'm not joking, and many reviews actually have come that the bears have gone crazy selling Bitcoin. Okay, it's not about what you think. That's what I firmly believe. Yes, I've not. It's not that I've not done mistakes. I mean, made many mistakes, many mistakes while counting. We lost quite a few thousand points in Bitcoin before we started making them. And 5500 points are plus right now. And one more short has been just issued. We are just 500 points plus again. So if you are trading Bitcoin seriously, watch out for the telegram messages. I'm just doing the wave counts since 2000 levels. Now 3, 4 and 5, it mostly implied that we are done 5 waves over the 20,000 mark. Alright. Now, so 5 done, I think we can do this as wave 1 of a higher degree. Okay. Now, 2 scenarios are coming, as I said. It could be A or 1. I mean, since 5 waves are done, it has to be an ABC, but it could be 535 zigzag, or it could be a 335. Looks like a 535 right now, so more probable is A. Wave B ended somewhere on the 1700 handle. That's where we went short 16,000 levels first, And now the question is where the C is going to form. Let's try and find out. Two, three methods actually, which you would like to deploy. One is a very effective is the power of Fibonacci ratios. Try and find out a convergence. I mean, the 61.8% mark is coming at around the mid 8,000 levels, right? Second is let's do an extension. This is a very good technique. I mean, we like to deploy this many times over. Did you see that overlapping between the 5584 and 5516, the 786 of the primary trend, which looks up, and the 61.8% of the counter trend ABC? Potential remains all the way towards 5500 levels. All right, conservative traders might want to take some profits around the 61.8% mark and turn long from there. Right, I'm going to touch only the daily chart in case of a Bitcoin, because okay, we can touch the hourly chart as well. I mean, we can do the wave counts on the short time as well. So overall, it's not in a downtrend, but maybe the retracement, it would be too early to declare whether the retracement is complete now or not. I think there is still some downside left, right? That's the channel technique. Okay, I'm just sending out a message to take some short-term profits in Bitcoin. All right, so the first story, the first leg we've been selling from after this first leg was in play. So quite a few shorts have been made. That this is the last short which we have done. We are targeting around the 7,500, 8,500 kind of mark here. It could also all the way go towards 5,500 as well. Looking at the short-term waves now. If it is an ABC, the C wave normally unfolds into 5 waves, right? So if we start counting here, roughly that was wave 1 after the 17,000 high, sorry, wave 1 here, and then an ABC wave 2 or a wave 2 here. This one is okay. Now I'm more of a practical kind of a guy. I mean, just looking at the overall wave count, that is wave 4. I think that could be wave 4. Why? Simply because it has done 3 waves, A, B and C, and it's also in the vicinity of the previous wave 4. So if this wave count holds correct, that's where we issued a short call just I mean a couple of hours back, around the 11,000, 11,500 mark. Then we are heading south, sir. We are heading somewhere around the 8,000, 8,500 mark. Alright, so that is the hourly chart outlook, and the daily chart outlook looks into its final leg of the C wave, which mostly should be terminating uh, around the 8,500 kind of levels. We will be out from the short calls. So for the trading point of view, maybe one last leg we may want to remain short with the stop loss around 13,000 mark, and targeting around 8,500 or so. All right. So that was a quick wrap of Bitcoin and a few currencies, a couple of currencies and metal for this session. Let's bring this session to a pause now, brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for taking time out and joining me online, or if you're watching it in offline mode. And I'll come back after a few hours now at around 8 a.m. Eastern to take it further in the New York session. Until then, good luck to your trades. If you're interested for the live trade messages, you should be considering joining the Telegram channel. It's not yet monetized now, but starting next month, I'm planning to monetize it. You might want to see what the results we've done in the last 2 months since 21st of November 2017 until now. Get ready for another shot in the Euro USD. All right. Good luck to your trades, brothers and sisters, and take care and God bless until the next session. Goodbye.